Hello Internet, this is Mark Frankowski bringing you another installment of the wuwtube radio show. Earlier this week, Windows 7 dropped and my copy arrived at my home. I was excited to install it since I'd been running my primary computer solely on the release candidate for several months. I was caught by surprise when I started the installation to find that I was unable to upgrade my current Windows 7 release candidate to Home Premium, and that I would have to lose all of my files. I can appreciate why it wouldn't perform the upgrade, but that still meant an extra hour of backing up files, downloading and reinstalling the programs and files I had on my computer. We're changing the format of the show a little. In order to spend more time on the news and the special focus, we'll be removing the weather and traffic report. So for today, the special focus will be on UFOs. UFOs have been spotted in the skies for thousands of years, although their most prevalent existence in the cultural consciousness has been since the 1940s. Since then, their popularity has waxed and waned with the overall focus of the nation. What I mean by that is it seems UFOs only come to the forefront when there are no other major events to captivate people. While the same can be true for a lot of topics, given the gravity associated with what an actual UFO encounter with actual intelligent aliens aboard would mean, I find it troubling that if any of these reported events in truth did happen, that the public's focus on these events would wax and wane to such an extent. Maybe it's the fact that a majority of us won't truly believe in the Earth's visitation by UFOs until they have a concrete experience for themselves that has caused this fluctuation in popularity. I believe this, combined with the secret development of aircraft by our government and other governments around the world, also allows an additional explanation for the perceived UFO sightings. So it almost seems like UFOs have turned into a dirty little secret, that deep down people wish they did exist, but no one wants to come forward and say so for fear of ridicule. From a scientific aspect, this is very unfortunate, because it means the focus of the nation won't be strong enough or long enough to fuel a proper investigation. And perhaps there is a bit of sense in this perception of the UFO phenomenon. The human mind is designed to maximize our chance for survival. For instance, if we're in the wild and we see a fuzzy ball of fur darting between bushes, our mind will fill in the missing information, and in the interest of survival, turn that unidentifiable, dashing ball of fur into a dangerous animal. I believe it's possible that much the same thing has happened in countless UFO reports. An observer sees an unidentifiable object in the skies, and in an instinct of survival, their mind turns it into a UFO. Now, I don't mean to discount all UFO reports. I certainly believe some of them have genuine credibility. It just doesn't make sense that if an alien species were to go to the trouble of coming to Earth to observe and interact with us, that they would do it in such a relatively discreet manner, and on such a small scale as far as a percentage of the population. Of course, maybe our troubles understanding the phenomenon are a matter of perspective. Let's go way back in history and take the first creature to step or crawl on land from the water. This was a momentous achievement of evolution, and it's a safe bet that the animal didn't announce beforehand that it was going to take its first steps on land. So any life that already existed on the land would essentially have been caught off guard by watching the unidentifiable creature stepping onto the beach. Maybe from the perspective of the aliens, their arrival and exploration of Earth is in some way similar to that first amphibian. Regardless if you believe the phenomenon or not, the variety of views, information, and work done to understand UFOs is a testament to the explorative nature of humans. It's also a sign of the romantic nature of humans to intrinsically believe that we are not alone in the universe, and that perhaps there is a chance we'll find a sympathetic intelligence somewhere in the universe. Well, that's all the time we have on this installment of the wuwtube radio show. I'd like to thank you for listening. If you liked what you heard, please rate, comment, and subscribe. And remember, Keep your mind open.